Salute, salute. What up, fellas?
What
It's
up,
your boy,
man?
your
Hey,
Moz. What up,
that
Randy?
word, guys.
What's
What
up?
up, man? Salute to the chat. We live.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
how's everybody doing today, man?
It's Sunday, man.
Blessed. Definitely blessed.
Sunday.
Too blessed to be stressed. Well, as you guys know, I'm Mr. Moz, aka You Want More. These are my friends, Frank and Randall. Moving forward, maybe once a week, we're going to start doing a podcast, the Three Amigo podcast, where we're going to touch on life events, sports, politics, music, just chatting. You feel me? We want to give you guys that old school barbershop talk, raw and uncut, unfiltered, um, fresh off the boat, off the port of Miami, right? And so
Fresh off.
we're open books. You guys know how I get down, man. I say it like it is. We're gonna touch on a little bit of everything, but most of you guys already know me. So I'm gonna pass the mic. I'm gonna pass it to Randall first. He's gonna introduce himself, and he's gonna kind of give a background of who he is, where he's from, how we met, and then we'll let Frank close it off, and then we'll get into our first topic. Go ahead, Randy.
What's up, ladies and gents? My name is Randy. 38. Excited about this new podcast, this new venture we're about to do with my boys, Frank and Keith. Yeah, I'm a Sacramento native. Um, been here all my life, pretty much. Uh, I'm probably the best basketball player in Sacramento. Um, I mean, but yeah, these guys maybe about 20 years, 20 plus years now. So uh, great bonds, great friendships that we built. And there's maybe like 20 more of us, but this podcast is with three of us. So it's great. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm ready to get into it. Like, dive deep. Come on, Frankie.
Yes, sir. Hey, nice to meet everybody. Good intro, Randy.
Hit it.
I probably came in a little later. I came here in 2009. I'm originally from Chicago. My dad was in the army. I was in the army. We all moved around a lot, and I came here in '09, and I retired in 2020 with a military background. But like, I met these dudes all around the same time. Keith, Randall, and everybody else. Just like Randall said, yeah, it's a few more of us, and let's leave it at if you know, then you know. It's a few of us. We all know each other from the gym playing ball, but it's like a brotherhood. It go a little bit deeper than that. So, like you said, it's really good to get in, mix it up. We already do this anyway, but it's good to like have it on a podcast on another level and talk about some of the things that we're gonna talk about on here. So definitely, it's really cool.
Yeah, before we continue, I want to just stop and just I got a drink from our boy Wayne. He's a friend of ours. He passed away a couple of years ago in a tragic train accident. So,
Yeah.
when we say we real friends, we love each other. We got each other's back. That's just what it is. And so we come together often. We hang out. As you guys can see inside the profile pic on the thumbnail, I mean, we out just hanging out, right? We watch sports. We just, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to make sure we mention his name, give him his just due. Whenever we come together, we do it for him. And so, real quick, before we get into the first topic, fellas, Randy, who's your sports teams?
Basketball, Kings, Sacramento Kings, all day, every day. Um, Football, I'm a Raider fan. Unfortunately, right now, I am a Raider fan. I've been thinking about jumping ship, but I don't know, man. Made a new coaching change, so things are looking up. But right now, I'm a Raider fan, and I don't really have a baseball team. I love baseball, but I don't really have a team. Um, yeah, just the Kings and the Raiders right now.
Go ahead, Frank. What's your teams?
And like anybody that know me, everything about me always going. It always has been. It always will be about Chicago, man. That's my city till I die. So Bears, Bulls, White Sox, even the Cubs, Blackhawks, whatever it is, it's always going to be about Chicago for me.
Okay. Okay, okay. That's what's up. I mean, you guys know me. I'm a Houston Rockets fan, Dallas Cowboys, this Giants fan. Um, okay, cool. I mean, so now that we got the introductions out the way, let's get into the first topic, which I think we're all surprised by. It caught me off guard yesterday. I didn't expect this to happen, but the Donald Trump shooting. Now, on this podcast, I believe in being straightforward, open, honest, transparent. I mean, I'm gonna say it like it fucking is, and so I'll start with you, Randy. What's your thoughts on that? I mean,
Hon- Honestly, when I first heard the news, I'm like, okay, what's this? What's going on? Donald Trump, what are you up to? Type stuff. And after my first reaction, I'm seeing videos and interviews or whatnot. I'm just like, oh, maybe this is real. Person lost their life, RIP for sure. Um, Video showed him getting hit in the ear with a bullet, I believe. And honestly, maybe I watched too many movies, but his Secret Service, the way they reacted, it just seemed like it was it's kind of off to me. Like in the movies, it was more intense than what we seen on video with him, and it kind of made me feel a way. Like maybe this isn't real. Maybe he's putting this on because the election's coming up. So I don't know, but if it is real, RIP to the person that lost his life, everybody affected, everybody injured. Never want to take that lightly. But if it's not real, bro,
right.
come on.
What's your thoughts, Frank?
The host.
Yeah, definitely. The caveat of what Randall said, you can't downplay, human life, right? A human life. You can't downplay that. But I really kind of I agree with what he's saying, man. Like just looking at it and having seen like gunfire and people's reaction. Everybody can say what how they're gonna react, and everything sound good when you're talking about it, but it's definitely different when you in that situation or you in the heat of the moment and everything else like that. A lot of things change. Everything changed really. But to what Randall said, yeah, it did. It seems so fake, man, because if you look, at least from when I seen it, right? Like you hear the shot, and then Trump's reaction was just like so delayed. Like the sound to me, it had already went by and everything, and then he just falls down, like he falls down and everything, and then just like really, it's just like your ear, like that's all they hit was your ear. It seems too convenient, you know. Other people have like real tragedies and stuff like that, man. When people have done it for them and everything from farther away, and then what did they even shoot them with? You know, I got a lot of questions and everything else like that, and it just don't really, it don't seem right, man. It seems staged. It really seems staged. It does.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not buying that nonsense, man. Donald Trump is a hoe ass nigga. I don't like him. I don't put nothing past him. It's just my opinion. I don't agree with nothing he has to do with politics. I don't like his policies. And again, I'm a man. I don't go off emotions. I use logic, right? He wore a white collar shirt. Where's the blood spatter at, Frank and Randall? There was no blood on his white T-shirt. And here's the thing: where the sniper was at on the roof, open direct target to the president in an open field, right? You mean to tell me that there's no helicopters flying around? There's no snipers who caught that? I mean, the first thing they do is when Trump comes to your area is they vet the area, right? I mean, at least, hundreds of thousands of yards out, and they look at positions where snipers could be at. And so how can a building directly across from the stage at a direct angle like that, right? How can that not have been caught, right? And then here's the one thing too. How does a sniper shoot 2 or 3 times and then what? He just poked himself in and then they shot him? I mean, most snipers will shoot, get down, or at least run away. I mean, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make sense. And then there was a moment where Secret Service grabs Donald Trump and he's kind of going off stage and he stops and he says, fight, fight, fight. And there's an open shot that a sniper could take again. Now, last time I checked, Frank, I mean, you're in the military, right, bro? We don't know how many snipers are in the area. And so if you're a Secret Service member, you're supposed to grab Donald Trump or whoever you're protecting and get them the fuck off the stage, period. There's no stopping, there's no pausing, there's none of that. You grab and you go. So there was a split delay where Trump is, it's like he's wide open with his hands up. Listen, man, I think he knows he's losing. I think he knows that he can't win the swing states. Excuse me. And I think he's desperate. And based off some of his previous actions, I don't put nothing past this guy. I just don't. I don't like him. I don't like his policies. Now, with that being said, if you support him, whoever that is, I'm not going to fight you on it, because one thing I've learned over the years is in the last 5, 6, 7 years in politics, that's a battle that you just can't win. So I'm not going to persuade anybody to change their mind on Donald Trump. I got my views. They got their views. And it is what it is. And this is America. And so I believe in First Amendment, right? Freedom of speech, press, and religion. So they have the right to vote for who they want to vote for. But nah. To me, it was staged. It was fake. A sniper like that's not going to miss. Come on, man. 5 shots, 4 shots, but that type of high-powered rifle, Frank, with a bullseye on it, and you grade air. Come on, man. Not doing that.
That's what I was going to say too. But before I do, it's when you said that, it's like 3 things that like I say that always sit with me that my dad said, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like 3 things that I really don't try to discuss with other people. I usually keep that private, and that's politics, religion, and then like your personal life, your love life, or whatever that is. I don't really get into detail with that, right? But I mean, you can, but it's like you're gonna go tit for tat, and it's going. So but that's just saying that. I was just saying what my dad said. But yeah, I don't with that weapon, whatever it was they shot, man. Honestly, it sounded like a lower caliber weapon anyway. That wasn't no high powered rifle, bro. Like most sniper rifles, you're looking at like a 50 cal. You're looking at something like a 50 cal or something like that. And a 50 cal,
head off.
A 50 cal, like that bullet is like that. If you've been to my house, so I have a replica of it as a bottle, a real one, but a replica as a bottle opener. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a 50 cal is like that's knocking limbs off, bro. That's the stuff they use on AK-47s and in most sniper rifles. That wasn't a sniper rifle. That was something like, if anything, probably like a 22 or a 380 or some. I don't even say a 380, probably like a 22, if that, man. It didn't even sound like it was something that was really like loud. You would know if a sniper rifle like go off. And then with stuff like that, like people aren't missing with those things, man. You gotta look at the past. Look at what they did to JFK. Look at what they did to like Martin Luther King and other things like that with like high-powered rifles. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't no high-powered rifle. That was like a 22, and then it just barely hit his ear. If they would have shot that with a 50 cal, his ear would have been gone. That's just my take on it. I mean, I don't think I know.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
he would have had a hole in his head for sure. It's just it just seemed like a movie scene, really.
It's too convenient, bro.
Him getting up, pumping his fist, and it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all watch the scary movies like I do, but you seen like, remember like Scream, right? Where like the boyfriend is the killer and everything, and he stabbed himself and his homie and stuff like that to make it seem like he's not guilty.
Exactly.
It just seemed like that, man. Like you just do something to yourself, but you don't really hurt yourself. You do just enough to make it believable.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think, it's the freaking president of the United States or the former president. Yes. You have top-notch security wherever you're going.
Yes.
They're checking the place before you get there, hours before you get there. Like, come on.
And then of all places, Pennsylvania. Come on, man.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Also, too, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think the sniper let off what? I think it said 4 or 5 rounds. Yeah. And so if he missed 4 or 5 rounds, then I mean, behind Donald Trump, it was a crowd of people. And so I was there like 3 or 4 people hit. I mean, I remember in the Las Vegas mass shooting from the I think the MGM Grand or one of those hotels on that country concert. Right. I mean, a rifle like that, I mean, you're going to hit people, right? I mean, if you miss your target in a crowded space like that, I mean, you're going to hit some innocent bystanders. So from a logical standpoint, taking emotion out of it, it just doesn't pass the smell test. There's an old saying, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And
Exactly.
so he's down in the polls. He's not winning the swing states. People are pushing back. And we're not going to get too deep into politics. But, he's done some things over the years that kind of rub people the wrong way. And I'll close with this. When the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and forced women to do things with their reproductive systems and try to have a say so on their bodies, that turned a lot of women off, white suburban women at that. And so, trust me, I know Biden, has his faults, but from a policy standpoint and legislation that he's passed, it's hard to argue, right? And so, to me, and so I think Trump is desperate. I think his team is desperate. Shame on the Republican Congress and senators. They're such a joke. And so it is what it is. But before we move on to the next topic, anything else on that, fellas, that you guys want to touch on or close out with? What up, Tyree?
So Keith,
Go ahead,
and
Randy.
we don't need to dive deep into this, but I just want to get your opinion. So how do you feel about abortion?
That's the one thing that I'll be honest. That's the one thing that I do agree on with the Republicans. Listen, I don't agree with all their policies and every Democrat policy, but I am pro life, and I think a woman has a right to. It's between her husband, and her doctor. But I do think that there is a limit on term for abortions, meaning the first 15, 16, 24 weeks when the baby is not fully developed, do you need to abort because of certain reasons, health issues? I'm okay with that. But if you're just aborting after, 4 or 5 months and financially it's a burden and you just abort, then to me that is and so that's a touchy topic. It's a touchy topic. And so, you got rape, you got insects, you got all type of weirdo pedo stuff that goes on that plays a major role in this topic. But but the bottom line is this: I'm for. I don't like abortions, right? I just don't. But I know in some cases it's warranted, and so. But if you're past a certain term, then no, I don't agree that a mother should be doing that. That's just my opinion.
Okay. I just want to get your opinion on that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. So that was crazy, man. That took me by surprise yesterday. I came home and I was watching boxing and UFC, and
Yeah.
I was watching CNN and all the news channels reporting on it. And they bring on their ex snipers, frankly, they bring on their ex military people and service people and law enforcement, and they ask all the questions: what happened, blah blah blah, how does this happen? So it's always exciting to hear people's opinion on that, who's kind of been in that moment or who's been around that. So they'll do their investigation. I heard that the FBI is taking it over. So hopefully it's a legit investigation, and if there was some foul play here, hopefully they'll catch it and they will do what's needed. So yeah.
I got two things. Just
Go ahead, bro.
really is just RIP any of the innocent people that didn't have nothing to do with it, because like I said, you never really know what's going on, right? But RIP any of the innocent people that just they don't know, they was just there and they was innocent bystanders. So RIP those people and their blessings to their family and everything else like that. But aside from that, I think everybody, just a word of the wise too, just really probably just tread lightly in public area or even with the polls. Like when you go in to vote and everything else like that, because with stuff like this, right? It's like, okay, they make it into a movie. So if it's a movie, they make it into a movie, but it's not a movie. This is real life. So
Right.
people need to really just pay attention to what they're doing. Like how I already kind of do anyway. Still live your life, but you go to the polls, maybe vote online or
Keep your head on the swivel.
find another alternative. Maybe not be in political places like that. Where stuff like that could go down, just be real and pay attention to look at the climate, right? Look at the climate, see what's going on. before you just be out there. Man,
That's a great point, Frank. And right now everything is so divisive, right? It's like us versus them, per se. And so, don't be trying to get into debates over politics and public places.
Right.
If you see these Trump flags or Biden flags, just go about your business
more.
because you're not going to win that battle in that moment. You're not going to change their mind. So,
Everybody
I have no desire to. I have no desire to, man.
Right, exactly.
Opinion.
So just be alert and be cautious and just be alert. Okay, cool. Hey man, great topic, man. Great conversation.
One more thing, Keith. One more thing,
Yeah,
Mom.
for sure. Yeah.
And honestly, though, not to take it lightly, because I feel like I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. An assassination attempt, like that is crazy. It blows my mind. It doesn't seem real, and it's just I don't think it's being made a big deal like it should be. That is nuts. So,
but I think it's because
the school in these upcoming days and weeks, and just be smart out there.
Yeah, hey Randy, but to piggyback on what you said, no, I think it's because, like we said, right, our generation, we've lived. I mean, we 80s babies. I'm the same age as you. Keith is a few years older than us. We 80s babies. And even some of the people that's older than us that's been here, they didn't live through all of this before. Like I just said, Kennedy, everybody else, Malcolm X. So they didn't live through all these crazy times, and times of getting even a little bit more crazier, So, but what it is our youth as well as us have been desensitized to like what's going on, man. It's like murders and stuff. People get killed, and there's videos, everything. It's just people get desensitized to it. So it's not that it's not a big deal. You're right, it is a big deal. But it's just we as a people have been desensitized to it because so much happens on a daily basis. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah. Did you guys know that Martin Luther King, JFK, those are both considered assassinations? Malcolm X, they call it just a murder. They don't call it an assassination. I'm not sure.
It was an assassination, though. It was.
I believe that.
His own people did it, but it was assassination.
I believe that, but I think the way it's labeled, they're saying Martin Luther King, JFK, they're both assassinations, and Malcolm X, they said it's just a murder. I don't know why, but that's the way they're labeled.
It's because of his beliefs and what he was standing for prior to it happening. Like he changed the new flower, he changed everything up a little bit. He still kept a similar message, but he changed it a little bit prior to him being assassinated. But because of a lot of the things that he stood for and everything else like that, they changed the narrative on how they want to label it. You can label it however you want to label it. The man was gunned down in broad daylight, man. Like, that's an assassination if you ask me.
Yeah, Diesel 754 in the chat. Frank and Randall, if you guys click your chat options, you can see the chat. People are typing.
Oh yeah, sure.
He says, so y'all don't think it was real? Diesel, in my opinion, I don't, man. I don't. Now I could be wrong, and I think we're all entitled to our opinion. But Donald Trump has given us credence to think otherwise, based off some of the stunts he has pulled off. And so, if Trump was on the up and up and doesn't say and do some of the crazy stuff that he does, then maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I just can't do it, bro. I can't. And so, I mean, if it comes out that it was real, then I'll accept it. It is what it is. But as of right now, I don't think it's real. Changing topics, man. A topic that we like to talk about, and these are topics that we get into, when we're out hanging out and watching sports. Summer league, right? Draft picks. There's been a lot of talk and surrounding chatter around the pathetic performance of Bronny James. He's been short of nothing but pathetic. He's embarrassed himself and his fucking daddy. He's obviously not an NBA player. The Love Media has done their best to try to change the criteria, lower the bar, the standard, judge him on a completely different surface. They throw words around like he's a defensive player. No, he's not. I mean, where are they getting this shit from? He can't guard you, Randall. And so his last game, he went 0 for 8 from downtown. Got plucked. Bringing the ball up court. And so I know we've had these conversations out just hanging out. And listen, me personally, I just want to, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm talking basketball. Now, LeBron James, as his father, got his son to the NBA. Do I like how it happened? No. Do I understand it? Yes, I understand it. Do I like it? No. But I'm gonna keep it on. What up, Sneak? I'm gonna keep it on basketball only. And so when LeBron James tweets, says, Bronny James right now is better than some of these NBA cats that I'm watching on NBA League Pass, and then he gives you the laughing emojis, Randall. Then if you're LeBron James, you're saying that your son can come in right away and impact winning. And he's better than NBA players, right? Let alone he could even start on a USC team where he averages 4 points per game. And so it's just a disaster. I see my boy BJ in the chat, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. I mean, we've talked about this on several occasions. I don't think he's ready. I think he's a flat out embarrassment. He can't run an NBA offense. He can't shoot. Can't finish around bigs at their rim. He doesn't have a right hand. He can't defend nobody. I mean, what is he good at? Absolutely nothing. And so we know what it is. But what's your thoughts on it, Frank?
I mean, this is where I think we differ. And to me, it's not. Well, I'll say like we got a different opinion. We do got a different opinion. It's like this. To me, it's only he's not the only person that come in the league and don't perform. Really, I think people judge a lot of these standards because somebody like LeBron has lived up to the hype from the moment he was in high school. Nobody else has, I think, ever just like had that much hype around them, and then they make it all the way to their NBA career, and then people are comparing them to the likes of like Jordan and even Kobe Bryant. But I think just going back to Bronny, man, it's like it's not really that serious. And I don't reason why you say it's about basketball. Okay, we can say about basketball. Like, yeah, he's not. It don't look good right now. And then, hey, if it don't look good, then he'll be out the league. To me, it's just not really a big deal the way people are making it like it's a big deal to me. That's just how I look at it. It's not really a big deal. It's like either he'll perform and he'll fix it and he's meant to be there, or he won't and he'll be out of there. That's just how I really look at it. Correct. I agree with what that person did. Bambino, I agree.
Bronny James, he's good at something, and that's just being LeBron James' son. But NBA is all about this. Doesn't matter. It's all about the money, and they're gonna put people in those seats. They're in LA. They're gonna sell out every game. They already do, but this is gonna bring people to see this. And honestly, in my personal opinion, I would love to go see them play, just to experience that. Oh, LeBron playing with his son. That's an accomplishment. Like, that's every dad's dream. Every dad's dream for sure. But a couple things: college ball, G League ball, summer league ball, they're all that college pace. Once you get into NBA live game, it slows down, and that might be the advantage that Bronny has. Like, the game is slower. Yes, it's more skilled, but you might have an opportunity to adjust to the game flow. And you have your dad there. I mean, it's the NBA. They're going to hide your flaws the best way they can. So I don't think he'll be out the league because, again, it's about money, and he's going to sell those tickets because people just want to come see him, whether to see him fail or to see him succeed. They want to see him. So I don't think he should have came out of the college, but he's out. So he's here now. So What are we going to do with it?
Well, what I'm going to do with it is this. I'm going to keep his dad's same energy, right? I'm only doing what LeBron James told me to do, right? Yeah. LeBron James, who puts his foot in his fucking mouth every other fucking day, tweeting dumb shit. A storm is coming. I'm activating playoff mode, all this dumb shit, right? And so can't get mad at us for holding LeBron James to a standard that his own daddy held him to. His dad came out and said, quote, "My son can impact winning on an NBA team right now. I'm watching League Pass," and he put the laughing emojis. And so that takes the criticism off I'm gonna criticize basketball, right? Nobody gave Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, or Kevin Garnett this type of patience or leeway when they were 18 years old out of high school, Randy. Nobody did this, right? It was full gloves off. You're in the league around grown men. Either get on board or get off board. Period. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, listen, they're lowering the bar and standard, man. You feel me? And so, again, you guys both made a great point from the business aspect. And so that's why I said I don't like it, but I understand it, right? But I'm still going to have an opinion on the basketball side because I'm a hardcore basketball fan. And so I'm judging his basketball skill set, which I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like his daddy did him a disservice by coming out and making these outlandish statements when let your son kind of do his own thing on his own, right? Let him build his own name. Because when you come out and you put pressure on your son, then now when he's in the games, guys are going at him, right? They're going at him anyways because he's already your son. So there's a physicality level, there's an intensity, and there's a speed adjustment that has to get made from this 19-year-old boy, right? Among grown men, and let alone life injury. Okay, so he's 19 on the road in Miami. What? I mean, he can't go out drinking, right? And so, I mean, so it's not just basketball. It's just he's only 19 years old. And so I just feel like, he could have waited to be drafted or whatever the case may be. But, karma always wins in the end. And so before I pass it back to Frank, I understand what happened. Trust me, I do. I don't like it, but I totally understand it. And so, that's my thoughts on that, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really have much of not like an opinion. I don't see anything wrong with it. People can say nepotism. Nepotism been around long before LeBron James and Bronny James did it. And I'm happy to see it. Like I said, I'm happy to see that this dude got his son playing. A lot of people probably wish they could have done that. He did that. I like to see people call out a goal and then actually accomplish it. I don't have anything really wrong to say about it. Like I said, really what I'm looking at is just wait. I'm all about the long game. See how it's going to pan out. I don't really have much to say right now. It's not nothing to say. Yeah, Summer League. He's not playing good right now. If he's really as good as he think he is, and as his dad is saying he is, then he'll adjust. He'll either adjust or he won't adjust, and then he'll be gone. Then it's like, what next topic? See what I'm saying? So I don't really have much to really say about it. Either he'll adjust and get better, or he won't, and then he'll be gone. Then it's like what we were saying. What you're saying is right. No, he's not. Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, Frank. But the be gone part, I don't know if that's even possible with Bronny James because he's LeBron James. He's not Rivers. He's not all these other sons. Like this is Bronny.
But
James.
listen, but Randall, okay, but listen what I'm saying though. We gotta, if we're gonna keep the same energy, we gotta do that, right? It must say something if look at Jordan and Shaq and stuff like that. If their kids wasn't good enough, then they were gone. The same thing's gonna happen to him. At some point, I'm not saying it'll happen overnight, but at some point, he's not going to be able to just stay in the league underperforming and just be there because LeBron James is his dad. You're going to find some owner or coach that's not going to care. Y'all giving LeBron way too much credit. As much as you don't like him, as much as you don't like, not saying you, but as much people don't like him, you giving him a lot of credit. And I don't think that's the case. That's just me.
LeBron is hiring and firing coaches behind the scenes. But I want to touch a different angle. I would like to know how the ADs and the other players on the team feel about this experiment. I feel like the Lakers wasted opportunities to go get free agents, and the way they drafted, just like, are we trying to win right now, or are we just trying to give LeBron his last little hoorah and send him off into the sunset?
That's probably what it is.
If I'm AD, I'm trying to win the championship. Like, what are we doing? So,
I want to get back to Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan because, in case you guys didn't know, the media would tell you that Bronny James had had a cardiac arrest and he fell down in practice or whatever, right? Okay, cool, gotcha. Shaq's son had open heart surgery, Randall.
Yeah.
Right? Sharif O'Neal made the Lakers team, and they cut him. He didn't get signed no goddamn 4-year guaranteed contract deal. And guess what? Way better than fucking Brian James. Way better. Way better. Scottie Pippen's son was on the Lakers. They cut him. They waived him. He was dropping dub last year for the Memphis Grizzlies 10 this season now. He's way better than fucking Brian James. You know what I'm saying? And so, no, listen, bro. No, I know nepotism happened. I know kids' sons have been in the league, blah, blah, blah. I get all that stuff. But we got to be honest, and we have to stop this fucking fake media agenda and narrative from keep going forward. They're changing things right in front of our fucking eyes. They're doing things for LeBron James and Brian that they have never done for any other dad or son ever. And so, listen, I'm not dumb. LeBron James has power. Point, period, blank. Okay, he got it. Brian James is a second-round pick, and he signed his 4-year guaranteed deal before the Lakers signed their first-round pick. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, how the fuck do you average 4 points at USC, one of the worst schools in the Pac-10 and Pac-12? You're coming off the bench. He's not even the third best player on USC, but you get a guaranteed contract in the NBA. Listen, man, LeBron James has power, and shame on the Lakers. I know the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant right now, and the late, great Dr. Buss is rolling over in the fucking grave. And so this gets me into a topic, and if you guys want to dive into, we can. This is why women should not be no fucking leadership, right? Jeannie Buss, as the owner and leader of the Lakers, she's not doing that team justice because guess what? She makes decisions off emotions. And when you do that, you're easy persuaded to make dumb decisions. People can persuade you, right? I mean, for example, when Magic Johnson was the Lakers president of basketball operations, he looks at Ginny as his sister. But then he says, Ginny told him that everything goes through you, Urban. But then Tim Harris, another close Laker affiliate, was getting inside Ginny's ear and persuaded her not to fire Luke Walton. And Magic goes, I can't work here. Because if you're that easy persuaded, then this is not going to work. And so I know that real Laker fans, which I know, been around them, I know them, been to tons of games. This is not the Laker way. This is not what the Lakers are about. They don't do dumb shit like this. The Lakers right now are the laughing stock of the NBA. They're one of them, along with some other teams. And so, no, LeBron James does have power. It is what it is. And
who are the other teams, Keith?
Huh?
Who are the other laughing stocks
in the NBA?
Yeah.
Right now, you get the Lakers, the Clippers, who just do dumb shit. Right? They let Paul George walk for free, didn't trade his ass. They continue to do dumb shit. The Detroit.
I didn't say the Kings. I thought you were going to say the Kings. I was going to say nah.
No.
Okay.
Not the Kings.
Okay.
Not the Kings.
Randall, why you trying to hand out smoke?
The Kings.
Why
we gotta.
Why you trying to hand out smoke?
The one thing that I appreciate about these YouTube streets, and I see my boy BJ in the chat. He actually works for the Clippers. Nice. We talk a lot behind the scenes and shit. We have to. It's our job to not let the agendas and narratives change right in front of us. The ESPNs, the Fox Sports Nets, let those clowns change it. I mean, their voice is a little bit louder than ours, but it's on us who are diehard fans not to fall for the okie doke, right? And so LeBron James does have power. So to your point, Randall, I mean, Brian James ain't going nowhere. He's LeBron James' son, right? And so, yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Listen, he gonna sign this. He signed a 4-year deal. He'll sign another fucking extension because he has a 4th year as a team option. So they'll re-up, and it just is what it is, man. And so I don't like it. I understand it. I don't like it. And so the ultimate get back is his play on the court. So when he fails and he doesn't hold up to standard that his dad held him to, then that's the ultimate satisfaction for me.
I hope he succeeds. I want him to get better every day, learn. I want him to learn and get better. And I like this story, this storyline. I love it. Like LeBron's playing with his son. His son turns out to be a good player. I want that for him, but it just doesn't seem like it. And he's undersized for a point guard. And his skill level is nowhere near where it needs to be.
Hey, just real quick, shout out to my boy BJ, the Pull Up Podcast. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, subscribe to his channel. He has some great interviews on there. He's interviewed Steve Kerr, Rob Parker, Clipper beat writers. He works for the team. He has an eye and a post on that team. He's around Kawhi Leonard. So salute to BJ. Keep doing your thing, BJ. My guy. Yeah. Anything else on this topic, Frank? You want to touch on, or?
Nah, man. Like I said, just wait. All I can say is just wait and see, bro. Just wait.
Yeah,
and see.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it, man.
That's all we can do is wait and see.
Right. Yeah. Hey, last night, man, I after I ate some food and watched boxing UFC, I tried to watch the Beverly Hills movie on Netflix, but I couldn't last, bro. I got through maybe 10 minutes and I couldn't last. I fell asleep.
You didn't like it?
I fell asleep.
I was tired.
I was tired, bro. I was
You heard
tired.
what he said? Hey, you heard what he said? He ate before he watched it. You give a brother some food.
I got that whiskey.
A little bit of drink and a movie. It's a wrap, man.
You had that itis, right?
It's
a good movie. It's a good movie.
Is it cool?
I like it. Yeah. They kind of touch on the first two movies, Beverly Hills 1 and 2. They kind of keep it in the same area, but with acting, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but I saw the bad one too.
I heard nothing but good stuff too, bro.
Did you watch it already, Frank? Did you already watch it? Not yet?
I haven't, man. I think me and my lady gonna probably watch it. Probably not tonight, but probably tomorrow.
I might do it tonight. Yeah, I might do it tonight or tomorrow. But
hey, you know what it is tonight, man? House of the Dragon.
I never heard of that shit.
House of the Dragon. If you know, then you know, man. I love you.
I've heard of it. I just haven't got into it.
So for all you guys in the chat, my boy Mr. Pickett, you can see his cash app right there. Movie man, Mr. He's a movie connoisseur.
Yeah,
he gets paid about actors, actresses, movies. He's into it all. So
he's at the movies last night, weren't you?
Friday night. Friday night. So I saw Long Legs.
So any questions on movies or actors or actresses, put them inside the chat and he'll answer for you for sure. Like that's his thing. He loves watching movies.
And I'm working on a cartoon right now, man, with some an animated little cartoon.
Oh, okay.
I'm writing some stuff right now, so I got some stuff in the works.
Okay. Hey Frank, man. Just real quick, bro. I mean, so you from Chirac? You from Chicago, man?
Yes, sir.
King Drive?
I moved over to King Drive. I'm originally from Inglewood, man. 66.
Okay. That's where D Rose is from, Derek Rose?
Yep, he's from 71st and Paulina, just a street over. But I moved over to King Drive, 63rd to King Drive.
Okay. Chicago, it's a very bad rap. A lot of guys see the YouTube and the internet shit, man, but just from your personal experiences, if you're a tourist, right, you're visiting Chicago, what's some cool spots to go to, man? I heard Harold's Chicken is the shit. Fried fish, chicken, hot water cornbread, all that shit, man.
Hey, Harold's is definitely on point. If you're gonna go there, you definitely got to go to Harold's. It really just depends on what you're really looking for, man. You got Chinatown, downtown.
Is it safe?
The Gold Coast. There's a Harold's everywhere. It's safe, man. It's safe. It's safe. But at the same, I mean, Randy, Sharks is cool. He talking about Sharks. Sharks is cool. But anything can happen anywhere, bro. But honestly, Harold's is straight, man. Especially the one over on 87. I love going to the one on 87. That's not too far from where my dad stay at. So that Harold's is definitely on point. I mean, even just bringing back nostalgia, like White Castle and stuff like that. Even back in the day, like Church's Chicken back in the day was cool. I'd never go to it. I thought it was the same when I moved out here, man. It's crazy. Like the churches out here was crazy compared to back how it was back in the day. Things have changed over the years, man.
It's chicken ever.
Yeah. But you got that. The pie, the pizza pies, like the pizza. I see in the chat, y'all talking about pizza. Yeah, they definitely got the pies out there.
Okay.
Dish like a pie. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the chat, what about 2008, 2009 is when you got SEC?
I moved out here in January 2009. I just got back from Iraq. Yeah.
So we used to all go to 24 Hour Fitness, fellas, and play basketball. and I saw Frank on the sideline, and for weeks we would play hoop, and then we would go out eating and drinking like all the friends, right? And he was kind of by himself a little bit. Frank was. I'd be like, Frank, bro, like, what's up, man? Like, you want to come? And he'd be like, Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I was like, man, what's wrong with dude? Like, he don't kick it? Like, I mean, this is crazy. And then one day I was like, bro, we going, but he was like, okay. And he came, bro. And I kid you not, bro, ever since then, it's been on and popping. That shit was crazy, man. Yeah. We've got some long nights and some great trips, man. A lot of memories, a lot of pictures. All kind of shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, all kind of shit. But yeah, man, yeah. So Chicago gets a bad rap, man. You know, all the murderers and all the rappers and shit like that. And you know, I mean, we've talked about this shit, Frank. A lot of, you know, just back and forth, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, I knew you were from Chicago, so you know, a lot of people don't really get a chance to kind of, you know, ask questions or hear firsthand knowledge of people from Chicago who's lived there, been through it, you've seen it all, right? And so I guess the question was, you know, if you're not from there, you know, like how do you move in Chicago?
How do you move?
Honestly, man,
in a safety way.
Like honestly, if you just keeping it all the way on it, man. If you ain't really on that, for the most part, you good. Ain't nobody. It's not like nobody's gonna be messing with you. Just be where you supposed to be at. Don't be nowhere where you ain't supposed to be at. You know.
Right.
With anything, you go to a foreign country, you go to Mexico, you go to Dominican Republic, wherever you go, it's certain areas. Go where you know, and that's why I say if you with me and we go somewhere, you good because you with me, we good. I'm not gonna take us nowhere where we ain't supposed to be at. Go where you know. If you don't know where you at, then you shouldn't be there.
Now, I think you said that you growing up, you lived close to was it R. Kelly?
Yeah. Oh man, when I lived
R. Kelly.
Huh?
You said you lived close to R. Kelly, right? When you growing up?
Yeah, when I was a little kid, right over there on Low Street. On Low Street, 67 Low. Right over there off of that's not too far from Normal.
Lamron.
That's what Dirk them call it, Lamron.
Yeah, Lamron. Yeah. I heard some songs from Little JoJo. They talk about Lamron.
Brick Squad.
Yeah.
He from 79.
Yeah, remember him and his brother Swag De Niro?
Yes, Derrick Rose paid for his funeral, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
yeah,
sure.
You got all the knowledge, bro. All the
Derrick Rose he from over there, man. He from over there.
He made it out.
He definitely from over there. I always, y'all know I love my city, man. I try to go back. I'm looking to try to go like September. I'm gonna probably fly out there.
So for those of you who are not here in California, especially Northern California, it's been like 110, 113, 105, 106 for the past goddamn 2 weeks. So I mean, I know for you guys, I mean, how y'all staying cool in this fucking heat, man?
It sprinkled yesterday. Did y'all see that?
It did. I mean, it was cloudy, but
it did. Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Hey, it be aside from it being so hot, man. You know, I really just be on some extra like Virgo type stuff, man. I get in the house sometimes. I don't really talk to nobody. I just either be on my phone or watch movies. I don't have no contact with like the outside world. I didn't go nowhere the other day, so probably that day I didn't even leave the house, man.
Yeah. I know. On the 4th of July, it was crazy. It was remember my AC went up a little bit. Remember, Frank? Yeah, it went up 2 times, man. I had to bring in the swamp cooler. It was crazy. Yeah, man. But it's heat, man. It's just overbearing, and yeah. So, but
yeah, too many people in the house. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man.
I couldn't believe that, bro. I just said to my girl too. I was like, "Yeah, we going over here." I was like, "Look, hey, babe, like the fellas can be outside if they want to. Yeah, I'm gonna be inside with y'all. Like I'll be. This is one day I'll be with the ladies.
No, and you was,
and then the AC was messed up. I'm like, I can't win. I can't win.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
But he talking about the barbecue joints, man. Yeah, they do. They do got a lot of barbecue joints, man.
Yeah, that's my boy, the realist. He cool too.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do got a lot of barbecue joints. The little Moo and Oink place. They used to have the commercials and everything, man.
Yeah, I didn't know how close Milwaukee was to Chicago. It's basically right there, huh, Frank?
Milwaukee, Indiana.
Gary,
I got people in both Milwaukee, Indiana, St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the dominant race out there, Frank?
It really depends on where you at. Now you talking about the South Side. Really, right now, what's going on right now, man? Because of all the killing and everything else that they were saying, it's being gentrified. Like so, those old neighborhoods where I lived at, you go over there, it looked like a war zone because that's what it was. It's like broken down, everything. But what they're doing is they're trying to let the value and everything else go down, then buy it, then build it back up, and then raise the rent and get all those people out of there. They're already doing that. They've already done that right now in Parkway Gardens. Like right now in O Block, it costs $2,000 to live in a rat infested and roach infested 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment. This is like, it's crazy for that price. But that's what's going on over there right now.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
That's what's going on.
That's ridiculous. My boy Randy, out the group, he's a hooper. This man, he's a trick of all trades. He can play the organ, the piano. This dude does everything, and he can put the ball in the basket. What's your go-to, Randy? What's your go-to move, bro, on the court? Let's say game winner.
It depends on who's going. I got a smaller guard. I'm probably take him to the block because I'm pretty strong. Post him up a little bit. Heavier guy, maybe a big man, bring him out, blow by him, pull up, whatever needs to happen. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do.
You ever see me? Have you ever seen me hit clutch shots, Randy, at the gym?
Oh, plenty.
Oh,
You
man.
probably hit the most clutch shots out of our group.
Thank you, sir.
You're a sniper.
Yeah.
And Frank too. Frank go crazy. Frank go crazy. He's strong. He get to the basket. He finished.
You saw what L said.
What L said? Yeah. L know what time it is. L, you know what time it is, bro.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Hey, I don't speak on basketball no more. I think I'm retired, man. I'm just an analyst now.
Oh, you're done, Frank? You done? I'm done, bro.
I think so,
done.
bro.
I'm still going.
I'm done.
Now, fellas, if y'all wanna lift some weights, we could throw some weights on the bench. We can put the gloves on. I'm with all of that, right? And that goes for everybody, man. I'm always down for a little sparring session. You see what I sent in the chat, right?
Oh yeah.
The gloves in the head. That gloves in the head.
I don't know if Don wants to though, but I'll definitely go down with him.
Well, he gonna see this now, so go ahead. Issue the challenge, man.
Yeah,
we can definitely get in and just spar a little bit for sure. Keep it friendly,
Always.
I might be too fast for him, though, honestly.
You think so?
I know so.
Damn.
But who's the strongest?
God.
I'm just strong as hell. You know that already.
He says who's the strongest.
Already told you.
Hey, whoever prayed the most that day.
For real. Hey, Frank, for real.
Hey, so I mean, do you guys let's end it on this note right here. Do you guys have any like social media accounts like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channels that you guys want to promote or put out there?
I'm currently not on social media right now.
Okay.
But I'll pick that back up later. But I do play in a Solid Soul funk band. It's called Solid Soul Trio. We have a show coming up July 23rd at the State Fair. Pull up. It's the Promenade stage. Pull up July 23rd. Our show time will be 4 to 4:30. So pull up. Solid Soul Trio.
Yes, sir. For me, it's just Facebook, Frank White on Facebook. IG is Big Dog 1738. Either one of those. I mean, it's just a regular account. I'm not really doing much now, like I said, but I'm definitely still putting some work on that cartoon. Definitely.
Okay, there's a question for you, Frank, on the screen. You see that?
Atlantis. Nah, the realest. I haven't heard of Atlantis, man.
Yeah, I know Frank tonight is whipping up spaghetti. I'm the best cook out of all of us. I mean, y'all see my YouTube channel, man. I mean, I can pretty much cook anything. Rennie's had my cooking. Linnell's had it. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You one of the best cooks I've ever met in my life.
Thanks,
Hands
Randy. Yeah, thanks,
hands
Randy.
down, bro. And man, seriously, you could throw down in the kitchen, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Look at Linnell.
I love the guys, man. I love the guys, yo.
He said he agrees. He agrees.
I'm talking about Ed. You saw Ed?
Oh, that's him. Oh, that is Ed. Oh my God.
That's Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh wow.
That's my boy Ed, man.
Yeah, Ed faked on the fourth. He said he was in Vallejo, but he just forgot.
Ed faked on the fourth and the last 3 occasions.
Oh, for sure. BJ,
You gotta stall him out, man.
Bro. Yeah, you guys, my boy BJ. He got family up here, so when he comes into town, we're gonna bring him out to Chasins or just hang out with us and shit, man.
Oh yeah, pull up.
We can hang out, man, with the guys and shit, man. So yeah, BJ cool as fuck, man. Yeah, he
Pull
cool.
up, man.
Yeah.
Already.
Yep. So hey, man, I think it's been a good first episode. To the chat, we're going to do an episode every week, different topics. If you guys have questions, please ask. Randy and Frank both posted their Cash Apps. You see mine across the screen. Feel free to donate, if you want to. But we're gonna try to, do an hour episode a week. I'm not sure Sunday is gonna be the day. I mean, we'll figure that shit out behind the scenes though. But
right?
But we just want to just give you guys an insight on our friendship, how we talk, at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Be genuine, transparent, open, and because what you heard today at times is how we really talk in person.
Yeah.
Trust me. Heated debate, arguments, and it's just what guys and men do. So, we appreciate it. Any closing marks, Frank or Rando, before I end it?
This is a pleasure, man. It's a blessing. I love this environment, this atmosphere, this space. This space to just get together and just talk about life or whatever is current. Hopefully one day we can get some of our other friends on there and just expand it or something. But for right now, this is pretty dope. And yeah, I had a good time, man. Can't wait for the next show.
Hey, likewise, definitely. I'm all about growth and development and continuous improvement. So how I look at it, this is just the start, right? Sky's the limit, man. We about to go up.
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same way, man.
Say hi to Blue. This is Blue. Come here. Say hi.
Randy has I think it's an American Bulldog.
English. Come here.
English Bulldog. Yeah, English Bulldog. He's big too. He's looking. Show him.
Little chunk monster, man. You got a little chunk monster.
Yeah, my dog is downstairs, Moss. But yeah, man, I appreciate the conversations. I appreciate that we can have different opinions. That's what this is about. We're not going to agree on everything, and so we'll do it again next week. And to the chat, man, we appreciate all you guys for taking your time out and just listening and conversating and participating. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys next week, man. We out.
Yes, sir. Signing off. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.